Paul Snider has with Paul Snider worked as a car designer for Acura, Ford, Honda, Lincoln, and Renault. He's also taught design at prestigious institutions, including New York's Pratt Institute and Detroit's Wayne State University before becoming the chair of transportation design at one of the country's premier automotive design schools, Detroit's College for Creative Studies. Paul's expertise and attention to detail is evident as soon as we sit down to go over the highlights and lowlights of this year's North American International Auto Show. He doesn't miss a line, even though he sometimes wishes he could. Autoblog, big question first, was there anything that you saw at the show that was a real standout for you from a design perspective? Paul Snider: no, not really. There was a lot of restraint. And I can only guess that the OEMs are hiding all the significant, next-generation technology vehicles, and what they're doing now is just maturing the vehicles that have existed for some time. There's a little bit of new segments coming up, like the Audi Q8, which was significant for Audi, but not necessarily significant from a design point of view. AB, looking at the new Lexus LS, or the new BMW 5 Series, one thought I had was, you used the word restraint. Perhaps there's a slight backing away from excessive line, or excessive crease. I don't think it's universal. The new Camry's a little creasy. But I think Mercedes has led a movement away from the almost Baroque styling of earlier this decade, and others are following suit. P.S. I definitely saw the restraint. Though the Lexus has an extra line in there as well. Actually a couple, I think, on the front, on the fender, between the wheel lift and the hood, there's just sort of an additional line. It doesn't seem to really go anywhere. But I think the new BMW 5 Series is really interesting from the point of view that they tried something in one area, this helixing shoulder line, that kind of tucks under and becomes a kind of a deep crossing undercut, and that it's really sexy in that one area, but that's not new. What's new is that BMW is using more lines than they've ever needed to. When they broke with tradition originally in the late 90s, they took a formula, which is, you have a belt line, a shoulder line, a rocker line, and they did some expressive things with that in the section in between. But now there's really nothing innovative happening aside from this one helix detail, and there's nothing else on the car that even speaks the same language. I do like the increasingly bold kidney grille, like on the 7 Series. The new front end of the 7 Series is great, so the 5 Series is kind of taking that on as well, but I didn't see anything innovative there. It's just mirrored honestly. And for me it's